Okay, so hello, this is Attila 16, and here we go for a run of Red Dragon. So this is the third live stream, and I'll be using the Japanese. And this is a map I haven't shown you yet, so essentially there's four maps in this beta. And this one is not well, people don't play it as much as the others for some reason, probably because most people want to try out the ships. I find this map pretty cool. And you can see here that you have a river, so you can make good use of your amphibious stuff. So now let's just check where I'll be going. I guess I'll be going right side. So actually the beta was patched today, so there's already some improvements, especially when it comes to artillery, that kind of stuff. And I'm using the Japanese deck that we defined yesterday in the live stream. So I will also, well, actually I had to re-add a few units, but nothing really did change in there. And I seem to be the one which will go on the right side, so that will be interesting. So we'll have to go secure this position over there. I will use not too expensive units. I will bring some gun tank over there. So that will be mostly a land force which will move over there. The thing is, my hope is that it's very unlikely that they will do a push on Charlie. Also on this side you have a good area where you can infiltrate the enemy line with amphibious stuff. I will call in those Ninja Recon. They have anti-air capacity, so that's something which will be useful. Here I will hope that the rows are working well, so that I'll be able to perhaps move all the way here and entrench a few troops in that compound over there. Now the enemy here has a pretty good town that they can defend with infantry, so that can be very tough to take. That's something I will need to be careful, because I will need to potentially defend myself from there, and I probably won't be able necessarily to go there because it's really tricky. So we'll see what will go on there. I think it's the first, well, it is the first time that I'm actually on that side of the map, so I'm not particularly used to the constraint of what can happen in there. So let's take a look. This is a Ninja. So this one has a air-to-air missile, and it is a recon. So it's kind of practical when you want to open the path to a certain area where you know that there might be an helicopter rush right at the beginning. As you can see here, I think I will go shoot down those Mi-8. Because they might, well, actually I won't. I will go there instead and put some pressure. Or actually, should I? Target of opportunity here, or I guess some security over there. They already landed their troops, so since we don't really know what kind of troops they might be, I won't take much risk. As you can see here, that takes a while for my troops to reach those compounds. I think I will call in one airstrike on that zone. Great, our ally did not call in a vehicle over there. I will call one. So what I'll do is I'll send my Nana Yong Shiki He into that forest over there. The objective will be to prevent any crossing from that side. I guess I should also send my some infantry, ATGM infantry, which will completely discourage anybody from doing anything there. I did lose my plane now, but I did kill a few vehicles here. Potentially some infantry in there. So what I'll do here is I will send my troop transport in that zone over there, because there might be an attempt to cross the river with amphibious units. My own units are actually amphibious, which is something interesting. I'm not sure I can really take advantage of this. Okay, so just spreading my vehicle into a defensive position to ensure that nobody come across those bridges. You can see that there's already potentially some infantry in there. I guess the first step in this is really to just, first of all, secure your area. And after that, you'll be able to do stuff. Now, for example, here, that's a good move on the part of Waffle, because this might allow us to bring some reinforcements over there. Not sure what to do right now. Mostly waiting for my tank over here to make their way over there. Will also complete my defense with some anti-air. But I think I might actually switch my attention over here, where we already a foothold over there, but I'm not sure that it's worth risking, because it's already losing ground slowly. On the other hand, I'll try to destroy that Mi-28. Which is a little far. Let's hope he doesn't run away. And those Starfighter are really slow. Oh, we already did lose sight on that. We'll cancel my mission. Yeah, I don't have a visual on anything, so I'll just pull back. We're not making that many points right now, and this can be a little bit of an issue. Now let's see, what can I do here? I think I'll try to make a sneaky move. So here I will order my amphibious vehicle to just go across. It's mostly for recon purpose. As you can see, once they are in the water, they are slowed down. They have a different speed for that, of course. MI6 over there. It also seemed to consume much more fuel. So I guess prior to doing a crossing like this, you should probably anticipate resupplying your troops. I will bring some artillery and I'll start bombarding the forest here to potentially reduce the enemy's infantry, which I saw land over there. I guess I can probably do a larger landing. It's just that I don't really have that many infantry remaining with the amphibious vehicle, so it might not worth it. So what I'm doing right now is I'm bringing some of those QTI. Which version am I bringing actually? Okay, I'm bringing QTI 90, which have some. Well, they are really fast on foot, 30 kilometers an hour. They are elite apparently, and they are pretty good at close quarter combat. So I will try to sneak them around. I'm just a little afraid that this guy there spoiled our entry. Well, since my first entry was rather successful, I might as well continue. This can be a little dangerous, I suppose. But we can actually perhaps sneak all the way in the back, and from there destroy a couple of command vehicles while all the actions seem to be going on there. I must say it's kind of cheap, I will admit that, but I'm just not particularly well equipped right now to take on that position over there. And there is some necessity to do a little bombardment over here. So I'll do a corrected shot on this. Now, also there's the aspect that there might not be anything other than infantry in that forest. So I think I will bring some land troops, which I will use to potentially either scout or clear this forest. Actually did destroy a vehicle here, apparently. So yeah, it was a UAZ with the grenade launcher. Okay, they tried to pull back one thing here also. Oh, did they destroy something I had here? I'm pretty convinced that this whole place is filled with stuff. Oh, here is what I was afraid of. Probably saw us coming now. They're pulling back a buck, which gets destroyed by my ambushed ATGM units there. So if my infantry... Oh, getting receiving counter-artillery fire here. I'll move my artillery away. Oh, here I'm kind of wasting my planes. That was bad. But I wanted to chase down that K-52. Sadly, it did not work. Yeah, the fact that there was some infantry there kind of ruined it. They spotted us. Come on, people, run into the forest. Okay, my infantry finally reached the destination here. I will try crossing this river. I'm sending a vehicle here literally to scout what's ahead. You can see here there's at least one unit of ATGM. Well, that guy decided to really flank the place. My plane was shut down, but hopefully the anti-ATGM units were not. Well, the enemy anti-ATGM were shut down. You can see some BTR over there. That SU-25 really did survive, barely. Oh, really? They have a lot of air-to-air planes. So I'll try to shut down those choppers. As you can see, this plane really doesn't have much of a turning rate. I think I'll try to destroy this unit using a guided bomb. Since this is an anti-air, that might be a risky mission. No, the target was destroyed by artillery first, so I did not get the kill. I guess artillery rules in this. This time you cannot escape guided bombs. Yeah, that's the way to do it. You lose the planes though, but I guess for destroying anti-air, which are moving, those planes can be pretty good. I lost them though, which I'm very sad, but at least we tested out that plane. I'll bring a light recon, this way it might allow us to see what's going on here. They're doing a flanking move over there. I'll bring some troops to hold those towns, because as soon as they are in there, that will be tough to chase them away. So what they did is they went across that bridge, all the way here, came here. Interesting. There should be a town over here. An improvement for the map. Oh, my artillery doesn't have the range for this. Oh, Su-27 and F-15 killed each other. I think the Su-27 will fly to the void. Now he's crashing into the emptiness. Now we'll need to scan if that town is empty, because if it's not, that can be an issue. I can see that it is not. I guess a Nighthawk bomb does the trick. There seem to be more enemies in that building over there. Interesting anti-air presence over there. You seem to be investing a lot of resources to clear that side. There's actually much more than a single unit of anti-air over there. I think I will have to perhaps bring my artillery over here instead and just support this place. It was a good strike, I think. We'll go verify how much anti-air there is still. Because if there's none, I might actually be able to shoot whatever remains over here. Because they seem to have brought a couple of tank. Yeah, so I'll finish that off. Unless the Thunderbolt does it anyway. So securing that side allows me to potentially come and support this place. Anti-air chopper against anti-air chopper going on here. Sadly, my ninja was more damage than the other. That's a lot of rockets. Sadly, I only did damage that chopper there. Must say, I think I won't have much of a score in this round. Everything I do seems to cost me more than it costs the enemy. Seems that the Japanese might lack a little firepower in some area. Or I'm not adapted to them yet. Which is probably more likely. Seems pretty disastrous here. will try to destroy this T80 UM. Probably end up very badly. What's interesting about that specific chopper is that it's rather fast. Let's see if it's faster than not the Apache, but the Cobra. No, it is as fast. It just costs half of the points, so that means you can have 4 chopper instead of 2. Yeah, that's the Chinese tank, which is amphibious, I think. Oh, the accuracy of that tool launcher seemed terrible. Seem to have really turned into an artillery fight. Luckily, our tank seemed to be destroying whatever they are bringing to us, which seemed to be T-72B. Yeah, these are a good tank. Thinking I should probably pull back now. There's a lot of units which have been deployed over there, but they're not advancing them yet. But once they're done clearing out that area, they will likely come to us. I'll send those chopper rearm. I'll move these to attack that T-90 without much hope of actually destroying it. It's pretty funny how those, what are these? That's an anti-air chopper, which did probably kill my own chopper. Oh no, actually I sent some back. No, okay, yeah, I did lose choppers. They're just bombarding non-stop the forest. I'm a little concerned about this area. We'll actually fire at us some Buratino soon, it seems. They're attacking with a lot of T-80s. We have a serious problem of anti-air. We don't have a sufficient amount. think my tank here requires some repairs. Seems that the enemies are just bombarding the bridge non-stop, or the square here. Really should make it so that there's a reinforcement zone over here. This will increase the capacity to push on the left side down here, and probably on the left side here, if there was such a thing as a respawn point. I did a rocket attack on my Kiyomaru Shiki and I had no damage. No echo down there, then that will be dangerous. I think I will have no choice but to leave my troops there. The thing is, right now we're currently winning because we're holding that zone, so we're making points while they're not. That's a great thing for us. Now I will waste those trucks in the hope of shooting down a few choppers. That's one down. That's two down. That's three down. It seems that despite probably wasting enormous amount of troops on this push, we seem to be able to push them back. There's a lot of T-72 in there. There seems to be one missile launcher over there, which is dangerous for my troops. What's interesting about the change they did to the artillery in this new version is how you can bombard the artillery non-stop, and over time it will really destroy whatever is in a zone, which is a good thing. And it's kind of realistic, and I don't think it's that overpowered anymore, so it's very different from airland battle. But it's believable, while in an airland battle artillery will simply not do anything. Okay, I sent my tank to deal with whatever was in there. It seems that it was destroyed. Whatever that was. The Apache fired an hellfire and it missed. Actually, I did not do that bad. I did 3,881 and I lost 3,090 and 50, so 1,950, so that was okay in my case. But globally speaking, the other team did kill much more of our troops. Here, my allies did lose 6,000, 6,000, 4,000. So that was a pretty good game. But I think the enemy team really did play much better than us. Even though we did win this, technically speaking, I think the other team was much superior when you look at everything we had to waste against them. You can see here, I think that's my artillery piece. I'm not yet familiar with all the units. That's a Cobra here. Notice how all the units are now called John Doe. Well, that's for at least Asian country, I guess. They haven't put the names in yet. So that was a good game, kind of slow-paced. There's really a good diversity of pace depending what are your server setup. So it can go you can pretty much find all style. You can put a lot of points and have a swarm of enemy coming at you and sending your own swarm into an epi melee. And you have other games which are kind of slower, so it's kind of nice. This is 4v4, of course. I'm really looking forward to testing the 10 versus 10, but I don't think we'll have this opportunity in this version of the closed beta. And yeah, I think I will take a break now. So I was using the Japanese deck that we did yesterday. Let me show it to you again. So at the end, I was using those tank over here. These one, which are pretty much Leopard, very reliable, seem to be the best tank Japan can have. The artillery I was using, which did kill a lot of enemy, that was this artillery. Turned out to be my most efficient unit. I guess it's mostly because it was safe behind our line and it did not die. So you can just fire and bombard a position non-stop until the end of the game and hopefully kill everything on the way. Another unit which I did use quite a bit, it was the choppers. I did use that Cobra here. Turns out it was one of the unit which did kill a few. I did harass the enemy a lot with those small chopper. Very flexible, they cost half of the price of a Cobra, so it's useful to have those which you can bring in large quantity, I suppose. Then in terms of Air Force, well, the F-15G turned out to be equal to the Su-27M, so they simply shot each other and died both. So that was interesting. I did not really use them too well, I will admit that, because I lost one in vain. Here I did use these and wasted them, so we did not really see how good they are, but I guess it's a good unit against chopper. Just need to be careful not to send them into too much anti-air defense. And also don't expose them like I did and waste them to the enemy combat air patrol. Now these planes here, they were actually good at destroying moving enemy AA. So what that can be interesting for is because they have guided bombs. So what that means is that if you see enemy air anti-air units pulling back, that can be a good use. For example, Tunguska are the style of unit which you will move in, fire at the enemy chopper, and then pull back to go hide. So if you actually see a Tunguska, which is likely a moving target, using the F1 with guided bombs can be a good way to get rid of it. Because the bombs will not miss. While if you do a cluster bomb strike with any other planes, the cluster bomb strike might actually miss. So using this plane against any moving anti-air unit might be a good choice. It doesn't have ACM though, which means you will likely lose it. But having the capacity of potentially destroying 3 Tunguska is worth it, because if the enemy actually use elite, well, the best level of experience for Tunguska, he will likely have only 3 Tunguska M. So that means that you'll be able to get rid of that, and this can be very useful for your chopper. Here, this one. I haven't really seen this one much in action. I mostly wasted them at bombarding some infantry, and since we were not playing destruction, it was a little hard to judge if that was effective. Okay, chopper, I did cover that. I had no vehicle. Here, that recon unit, it was pretty good. Did fire a few rounds at the enemy light vehicle, but I did not really see them perform particularly well. The Ninja here actually did destroy a few choppers, but it was destroyed by the enemy, the Chinese air-to-air choppers, which turned out to be able to shut this down pretty easily. I did not use the Rangers. In the tank, I only did use those small tanks to make sure that my position was secure, but we did not really see anything too conclusive about the effectiveness of this unit. I did deploy a couple of Hawk around the place. Not sure if they did kill anything, I haven't really noticed, and I did deploy a few gun tank around the place as well. But I don't think they shut anything down. They might have damaged a lot of the enemy, but nothing that special. I guess with the anti-air element, this unit right here and this unit right here were the two most interesting ones, because these are really mobile. So if you want to destroy choppers, I guess this is a proper unit to bring in. Maybe not that one. Let's compare the two. Okay, yeah. This one, Type 93 close arrow. This is an actually pretty good unit. It's similar to the Avenger. And I guess to surprise chopper, you can move them around on the road and be very effective at shutting down the enemy choppers. This one is similar. It doesn't have as many missiles, so that's the downside of it, but it does have a good range against chopper, 2.8 kilometer. It's much better than him. So I guess for defensive purpose, using this anti-air can be pretty good, based on what we saw during this match. In terms of infantry, I had some doubt about these guys here, but they did pretty well. I think they destroyed at least a buck and other stuff which was fleeing from the forest. I guess this is a proper anti-vehicle unit, 21 AP power and good accuracy also. Actually very good accuracy. And the transport here is amphibious, which is something I neglected when I created this deck, because the thing is now I have this unit here which has the capacity of amphibious movement, but I do not have any other type of unit which will support them. So I think in this deck, based on what we just experienced, I do need some kind of amphibious unit. For example, here I'm using this, which is anti-air, and I will need probably regular infantry with amphibious capacity. So let's check for that. This is a tank counter unit. That's not what I want. Okay, these guys. Okay, so these guys are the regular infantry, the Hohei 90. I have one group of them which is in that transport. I ended up not using that transport at all. So I guess having one unit of ATGM and one unit of regular infantry can be a good amphibious combo when you want to go across rivers. So I guess when you have one, you want the other. I will be missing some anti-air capacity, but I guess perhaps what I could do is maybe remove, let's see. Okay, these guys are in Humvees, so that's okay. I think I will get some stingers. Actually, I think the anti... yeah, this one... which one is the best? Okay, the Stinger version has a better rifle when it comes to the range, which can be something useful. Sadly, I cannot transport them in choppers. So it seems that I'm pretty much stuck with these when it comes to chopper transport. Well, I guess I'll live without the rest here. I'll choose something else to add to this deck. In terms of supplies, I think that was pretty good. I did not use this command unit, but I guess in other map it can be useful, so I'll keep that. Now that means that I have 3 more points that I can use. I don't really see any use of using recon more. I could use more and because it's called an AH, I have a tendency to say Apache, but I think I will instead use, now let's see, in vehicle. Now, in vehicle, what's interesting about these? Well, I guess that can be a very useful unit to have those vehicles because they are really fast on the roads, so you can bring them as reinforcements very quickly and plug any gap. And since they are also very small, they will be able to conceal themselves. Also, when you fire a missile from a position, the enemy has a tendency to be a little less inclined to advance against you, so I guess having some vehicle can be useful. On the other hand, I only have, if I get one that remove 1 point, how about this? Okay, I think I'll use this. And I'll get myself more choppers. Like this, because in the last round I did use them quite a bit. And not only against ground units, but also for air-to-air, which they're really not designed for, but it's to compensate what I was missing. Now, yesterday there was a question about why is there land forces in the now called Navy category. It was called Marine before, now it's called Navy. That's because these units, you can add them, so ultimately you could really just put only land unit if you wanted, and these will be complementary to your force. So if I want to land artillery on an island, I will be able to, and they will come as reinforcements for your force. So that can be very practical. And also in some cases, deploying your troops as Navy in boats can allow you to go to a destination much faster that if you were to use the roads. So that's something you can end up taking shortcut using those troops. So that's something you can dream about. And I think that is it. So I hope you did enjoy this video, and I'll see you probably tomorrow, hopefully. And take care until then.